Oh, hey everybody. So this is the deal. So I was gifted an incredible present from an individual that I didn't know. I got into playing airsoft and I purchased a X9 from just incredibly cheap for 135 bucks. It was brand new. And when I was explaining to him my situation, he's all, "I'm going to send you something. I'm going to send you something extra in the box." So what he did is he sent me this. This is what he sent me, which is the nicest thing I think anybody's done for me in a long, 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 long time. This, I have to say, is one of the nicest external airsoft guns I've seen. It weighs a bleeding ton. I do believe that was one of the things that he was telling me that he really didn't like about the rifle. And as you can see, it is the Ferfrens CQB weapon simulator. And one of the biggest things that I've seen with people on the internet about this airsoft rifle is this. Is that there's no battery space. The stock is kind of sucky. And I kind of have to agree with them. So what I've done is I was in here looking at it the other day and I happened to open it up and take a look at it. And the bolt for the buffer tube was loose. So I took it out. So I'm going to pause this. So here is the buffer tube. Now, if you've seen anybody do a review on this, there is a weight that comes all the way back to here. It fills up the entire buffer tube, so you cannot use a buffer tube battery on this. There's zero space. Matter of fact, the stock wiring hangs out just about 1 inch past this, so that you have to use the stock. Well, unfortunately, this plate that's in the stock doesn't accommodate the wires. And then on top of it, I don't have a round nunchuck battery. I'm on a super tight budget. And this is such a wonderful gift. So what I have figured out to do is that once I pulled it apart, I took the buffer tube, which was a great big chunk of metal that goes inside. And usually on the buffer tube, there's usually a plug that's about from here to here that actually bolts into the receiver. Okay? Well, this one just happened to go all the way back to here. So what I've done is I took it to a machine shop and they're going to chop it down to 1 inch. I went and got a 5mm bolt with an 8-pitch thread, so that I'll have the same amount of threads showing, and that's what I'll use to put the stock buffer tube back on it, and I'll be able to run a buffer tube battery. And I'm hoping that that will be able to make it to where I can use this, because I would really like to be able to use this. I don't have the money for the battery. You know, most people would be like, "Well, hey, dummy, just buy the right battery." Well, I'm broke, man. I don't have the money for it. But I really appreciate the gift the guy sent me, and I want to be able to use it because I've gotten into this hobby and I've really enjoyed it. So that's what I've come up with so far. So I'm going to set this down. I've got the parts, and they're off at this machine shop. I'm supposed to be able to pick them up tomorrow, and we'll pick up on this video from there. Next day, I just got a call from the machinist saying that the part was done. So here we go. This is the original bolt, as we see here. This is what we have it cut down to. So I can still take the entire buffer tube weight and put it back in if I need to, if I wanted to put it back to stock. But why? So here we go. So I've got $10 in the machining of the part, 50 cents into the actual bolt, so $10.50. We'll see what we come up with. Got it back together. So here is part of the spacer to weight that was in there. So I got the battery installed, and it works. And I didn't have to go out and buy a different battery.